Hello, this is Lily Katie from Divine Femme Tribe. What it do, gang? This is the first episode of Tarot and Talk. My client we have today, who's been part of the gang since day one, she's a day one A1, is Jasmin.
Hey,
so
everybody.
Jasmin, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Jasmin. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I'm 33, single mother of 2.
Okay, so now we have Jasmin. She has introduced herself. For those who don't know who I am, my name is Lily Katie. I am an intuitive tarot reader. Today, we are doing an interview with Jasmin about her twin flame journey. She is currently in a twin flame connection. Now, for those who don't know what a twin flame is, basically, it is a higher level soulmate. It is a connection that is 2 bodies with 1 soul. So this is it's a really intense connection with these people that you meet. And I think what happens, these connections become over romanticized because it be so strong, it be so genuine, and the love be so real, because in reality, this person knows your soul. Y'all do this for lifetimes. Y'all just reincarnate and y'all find each other. Okay. And I feel like they come in your life right before spirit starts to wake you up to who you are. Okay, they're supposed to assist you on a journey with self. Okay, so we're going to speak to her. Currently, she's in separation with her twin. And so I have a couple of questions for her. So I hope you guys enjoy this one-on-one conversation between me and Jasmin as we tap into her twin flame journey. So yay! Okay, so we're going to go ahead. Yes, so excited. I'm so excited too to have you with it. Again, thank you so much for coming forward. It takes a lot of strength to be vulnerable with the world, and I commend you for coming and sharing your story and telling your story that can change other people who's going through what you're going through, because I'm sure you're not alone. I myself have a twin. We're not together. So I feel you, baby. It's tough. You get dragged.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So I want to know, tell me a little bit about you and your spiritual journey so far. Like, how have it been going through awakening and things like that? So what's going on as far as spiritual journey?
Well, I would say that it's been a happy journey for me. I've been pretty down most of my life. So when I decided to change myself, I didn't really know what I was going through was a spiritual journey. I just knew that I didn't want to be where I was anymore. And I knew I had to start making different changes in my life in order to better myself. And it just became, spirituality just became a part of the journey with me.
Right. And I think that's for awakening. It's really confusing for a lot of us because we don't know what's going on. And then when we're talking to others, they think you're crazy.
They think I'm crazy. Right. They're looking at me like, girl, what?
Yeah, like, what are you talking about? They really be thinking you're crazy. So I feel like you can't really, talk to others. And I feel like that's why it's very important about having a soul tribe, because those are the people who understand you, So good, commend for you, because your energy is just fantastic. Your light, your aura, your vibration. I love it. You are beautiful. Like, I love it. I see the work that you have been putting in. I can feel it because I am empathic as hell. So I can feel it. So I commend you on your hard work, and I'm sure Spirit is blessed with you and pleased with you as well. Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So how did you meet your twin?
I used to work in Dwayne Reed. As a drug clerk in a pharmacy, and he worked for Garter. That's the one who brings the money to the stores and pick up the money. So that's how I met him.
Oh, okay. So when y'all first met, did you feel like an instant spark, or like you felt that person felt familiar to you? Like
I felt like he looked familiar. Like I knew him from somewhere. But for him, it was like, I don't know. I felt like he knew who I was. Like he was like the aggressor in the beginning. Like
yeah.
Like he was like, okay, like this is what I want. And I was looking at him like, no, slow down, because he's very religious.
Okay.
So he's very religious and spiritual. So he had that up on me because I wasn't then.
Okay.
I was like, girl, outside.
Right.
So I was looking at him like, all right, I get like you somebody, but slow down. He was like, no, speed up, like sis.
Okay, so that's what it's called, soul recognition. You always recognize them on a soul level. You may not recognize them in the flesh, but you know their soul. So it was like, hey, we're like, you know what I'm saying?
It was like,
right.
Like
so,
we stared at each other for like 5 minutes, like,
I fucking know you. Yeah. And I think that's called soul recognition. You recognize each other on a soul level. Okay. And so now you met your twin, and I feel like he was the awakened twin and you were the one that was unawakened. And it's always like that in connection. This causes both twins to awake to their spirituality, right? So what challenges did you and your twin face on this twin flame journey?
Well, I've known him for over 10 years now.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Right. I met him in 2010. At that time, I was in a toxic relationship with my kid's father. He was just coming out of a divorce because he's older than me.
Okay.
And it just wasn't, he was free, I wasn't. So it wasn't, we wasn't able to connect, even though I did exchange numbers with him. I did like hang out with him because it was just like, I had to figure out what this was. So I just knew I had to give him my number. It was no way I wasn't going to give him my number. So it's just that I knew I couldn't go farther because I was already in a situation. Right. So that's really how our journey began. Even though he like ran me down, I like ghost him. He popped up at the job like, hello. Right. I was looking at him like, he was like, cause I love you. I'm like, it's day 2. Oh. I'm like, I was looking at him like he was crazy.
Yeah, you like, what the fuck? You like this stalker? I'm a stalker.
Right. That's literally how I felt. I was like, okay. Like, I know, like, I get the connection because, like, just staring in his eyes is like, I can't even do it sometimes because it's just like, I feel like he's looking through me.
Through your soul.
Girl.
He sees through you. He definitely does. And you made a big thing. You said he came towards you, you run, right? That's that runner chaser dynamic. You running from the connection and they're running towards it, so they're chasing you. And then what starts to happen, the roles reverse. They're
like now.
Run. Like now. And now you're chasing. So it's so interesting to see a feminine energy who actually was the runner, because most feminine is the ones who are awakened. They're the ones
from years.
Yeah. See, you ran for years.
Years. Until now. Until
now
literally.
You're woken up. Yeah. And now he like, I'm tired of chasing you. My Nike's worn out, baby. My Nike's worn out. I was all on your heels, baby. Like, I'm tired.
Yes.
Like, you want this, you're gonna have to come over here. You're gonna have to come over here.
Yes. That's literally the story.
Like, right. So I know that you guys are in separation. So currently, what is the status of you guys' separation? Are y'all friends? Are y'all just check in every now and then? Or what's going on with that?
We are supposed to be trying to start a union.
Okay.
That's what we've been discussing.
And And you said discussing, if you don't mind me asking, what type of things are y'all talking about? What type of conversations are being had to get you guys back as one?
Well, I literally had to open myself up to him which was very hard because I'm not a person that spills my feelings like that. I'm like, no, like you're not going to break my little heart, because I felt like if he didn't feel like how he felt when he first met me, that if I would have opened myself up, it would have hurt me, because I know who he is now. So now I'm looking at him at a whole different level, and I'm looking at him like, if I tell him how I feel, is he even going to believe me? Because he's been running after me for so many years. So he's gonna be I feel like he was gonna be looking at me like, now you think I'm special.
Right. Now you're woke.
Right. Right.
So I think that's good for you guys. I'm glad I got a chance to talk and see this type of connection where you guys are basically, you did the work in separation, I feel like, and then you guys are working on coming back together, but you're coming back together. Each of you guys are going to be whole. And I feel like both of you guys are awakened to what this connection is and what it's for. So I feel like you guys actually can have a successful connection. And I feel like I feel like you guys can fulfill y'all soul contract, whatever it is. So let's see. Okay, so let's go back to separation. You already touched on some of these things, like what caused you guys to separate. You had your things going on, you were unawakened to the connection, so that's what caused the disconnect. You didn't recognize who he was at first. You knew him, but you didn't know.
I didn't know. I was just like, okay. I'm like, okay, I feel like he's a good person for me to be around. Like, that's how I felt. Like, I feel like even to this day, like if I speak to him, or if I'm next to him, I just feel like I'm protected. Like he would take a bullet if he had to. Like, that's how I literally feel.
I feel like he do see himself as your protector. Now, my intuition's kicking in here. He do see yourself as your protector. I feel like he not only wants to protect your heart, but to protect you, protect your kids. Like he really want to take care of you and your family. I feel like he's a family man. I really feel he's big on family, and I feel like he wants a family of his own, a place that he can call home, a place where he can come and just feel the love.
Be comfortable.
Yeah.
Like somebody, like, I feel like we have a lot in common. Like I work hard, he work hard. He's nice, I'm nice. He's giving, I'm giving. It's like he know if he gives to me, I'm going to feed into him just like he feeding into me.
Right.
And that's how I feel.
Right. So I think that's a beautiful thing. So how I feel like when you and your friend twins separated, right? What did separation call you to realize about this connection? And how has and what did you learn from being in separation from your twin?
Which time?
Let's talk about the most recent time, right? You learned, we've been doing this for a little while now. Okay. So,
all right. So once we both awaken, how does it feel now in separation?
Yes.
It's emotional. It's emotional because I feel like, why you not here? That's how I feel like.
Oh, yeah.
Like, why you not here yet? Like, come on home. Like, what we do? You mean,
right.
You know, and I told him this. I'm like, you saw something in me before I even saw it. And regardless of how rude I was, how mean I was, running away, like, boy, get away. Like, what is you doing? He still saw that in me. Right. And I'm like, all right, now I see what you see and I'm ready. Let's go. Like, let's start this journey.
Right. You amp now. You like, I'm here. Right. I'm ready. Like, come on now. What are
now you sleep. Like, boy, get some coffee.
Right. And I think that intuitively, I feel that he is kind of, I feel like he's at a point of where he has tried so much at the beginning in the connection. And y'all been doing this for a while, and I feel like he kind of gave up hope because it was taking so long for you to get on this journey with him. Okay. He wanted you to walk beside him on this spiritual journey. He was already spiritual, which you was very lucky to meet a masculine who was in their power, which I have met a few people who twin was the awakened one, the masculine, but in my case, mine wasn't. So you are very much blessed at that part. But I feel like you're going to have to really show him that you are willing to put in the work. You might have to chase Buddy for a little while if that's what you really want to do. You have to, I don't want to use chase because, I don't feel like you should chase anyone. If they don't want you or if they want to move on, let them go. But I don't think that's the case for him. I feel like he wants you to show and prove to him that you want the same thing that he wants. He wants to be sure. He wants to go all in, and it's emotional for you and it's emotional for him. Sometimes you guys be in the same energy. You could feel his emotions. The connection is there.
Mm-hmm.
He's sad. You're sad. So you guys are definitely, that's what's called mirroring energy. You mirror each other, okay, as well as you communicate telepathically. So you could be hearing his thoughts. You could be feeling his feelings, okay?
Like
he could send you messages.
Like the other night out of the blue, I just heard somebody like, I love you. And I'm like, I love you too. Out of nowhere. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, that was their soul communicating with you. You guys are connected. I have myself had witnessed that. That's crazy. It was a couple of days ago. So out of nowhere, I heard, I love you.
I was sitting right here, like, just like I am now. And I'm like,
yeah, you looking around like it's kind of creepy, but it's like, okay, I heard you, baby. I love you too. You know what I'm saying? Right. I think it's pretty cool to be able to communicate that way. It's kind of scary at first because you're like, what the fuck is going on? But I feel like
I was like, wait, am I having like an anxiety attack?
Right.
I feel like when he going through something and he's stressed, I feel it. And I'm looking around like, remember I had asked you, like, I keep feeling like I need to ask him, is he okay? And you're like, well, ask him. Like,
it's nothing wrong with asking.
I'm like, the energy, I just kept feeling like
it's intense.
Like, yeah, and I'm like, oh well, wait, I'm not going through nothing. So it gotta be like, what's going on? I just want to be like, what's going on over there?
And I feel is that because you guys share the same soul, that you could be feeling some of these things that he's feeling. And then it causes us to want to go in like superwoman mode. We want to go save our twin. Like, I gotta get over there. Like, they need me. It's like, they need me. It's like, we want to come.
Because I had to stop myself because I kept saying that. It was like a week where he just, I don't know what he was going through. I think he was fighting with Carmisha, but that's a different story. But I just kept feeling like I had to ask him, like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I didn't want him to think like, why the hell she keep asking me, am I okay? Like,
yeah. But he knows that you can feel it. Because he's familiar with this journey, whether you know it or not. He has researched this a lot. He knows.
I sent him a video
of
a reading from Spiritual Sag.
Spiritual Sag. The one she said, send to your masculine.
I don't know if it said it, but in the video she said, the divine feminine is watching and you need to let him know. And I was like, I will. And it's crazy because
I love Spiritual Sag.
It's crazy because I was with him and I like every time I'm with him, I felt like I be feeling things. So I keep from even before, I always ask him, like, I feel like you got something extra going on that you not telling me. You know what I mean? I kept saying it over and over to him, and he like, no, I'm single. I don't got nothing. Let me prove it to you. Let me prove it to you. So I'm like, you saying what you saying, but the energy, like you can't lie to me. It's like lying to yourself. Feel it. Yeah, like you can't lie to me. So I'm like, So this time now in this connection, I asked him again, and so he was being honest. and telling me like, yeah, his baby mother wanted to try again now because I feel like she figured me out. So she like, oh no, he trying to leave for good. Like, no.
Right.
But because of how he is, he thinks before he reacts. So I'm feeling the energy. And I'm
He's
like,
thinking a lot.
yeah, I'm feeling the energy. So I'm like, what do you want though? You telling me what this person is saying, you telling me what your family is saying. What is it that you want?
Right.
So after I left the conversation, he like, I'm here with you. I want you. Like, this is what I'm trying to work towards. I'm like, all right. But I left it feeling kind of hopeless. Like, all right. She had him. She got a child by him. She had him. So I felt like she could have convinced him, like, let's try one more time. Like, give it one more chance. So I literally came upstairs crying because I'm mad emotional.
I was just about to say, you're about to cry because I'm about
to cry now.
It's okay. Look, baby, it's a safe place. And I want to tell you something. You got to think of it as, I know he wants, because I said he's definitely, and if you need to cry, baby, cry. This is no judgment here. I always say heal and process things how you need to. It's about you, right? I'm not judging. I know it hurts. And I feel like, and you just know that how much family means to him. So you feel like he has a family with her already because he has a child with her. But it's not that. I feel like for him, emotionally, he doesn't connect with her like he connects with you. I definitely feel like he wants to be with you, but he's also willing, and I hope you don't take this the wrong way, to give that a chance because of the child. It's a boy or girl? Boy.
A boy.
Yeah. So, and he wants to wake up to his children, and I feel like that he's only if he does, because I feel like he's in nostalgia. He doesn't know what he want to do. He hasn't made a choice. And he's afraid to make a choice because he doesn't want to hurt you. And of course, he doesn't want to hurt her because his child, everything with her is about his child, what's best for his child, and not what's best for him. Because you can still be a parent and not be, your child does not have to suffer because you are not in a connection with your child's mother. But he feels like his son will benefit from having a two-parent household. Right. But he doesn't realize he can get a two-parent household with you. You guys can blend a family. You know what I mean? But I don't think he's so much in his head about it. He's dreading making it. Yeah, and I think this is why he's in that Knight of Pentacles energy, why he's moving so slow, because he wants to be, I feel like he wants to be sure about what he does, because he feels like this is do or die moment. If I choose wrong, I could choose the woman that I'm madly in love with, and then I'll be stuck with a woman who I don't love. I'll be stuck in a connection that I don't want. I will suffer for my child to have a two-parent household. And I don't have kids myself, but by my dude do have a daughter. And I feel like, I'm willing to blend. I'm willing to come to some type of agreement, but I don't want him to stay in a connection with his baby mama because of her. Like, I can still assist you. I'm not her mother. I'm not trying to be her mother. But when she comes here, she has a mother, a stepmother, and a father.
A mother figure.
Right, a mother figure. Okay, a stepmom. And I'm going to love her the same way as I would my own, because she is my adopted child. And so I think that people got to realize, just because she didn't come out of me, don't make her not make her mine. I'm still going to love her the way she needs to be loved.
Exactly what I would do for my kids.
Right. So I think that's really where he's at. As I told y'all before, I don't need cards. But I feel like he's going to make the decision, but he's just really taking his time. He's weighing the pros and cons here. His heart is with you. but he's physically over there. Okay. I'm gonna let you know right now, he is dealing with her. But it's not working. It's tower moments over there. Something is going on that ain't working. And that's why you're feeling that, because he's so emotionally, he's a wreck. He's like close to an emotional breakdown because of he's in his head. He's trying to figure this out, and shit's not going right for him in his life because he's in a connection with a karmic of a cycle that he should have closed out a long time ago. So it's not working. They should be co-parenting, and that's it. Okay, but he has to. You can't intervene with this. That's why the separation is here. He has to do this work himself, because didn't I tell you this journey is about you, right? Not you and him. You're here to assist him to get him to where he needs to be, not do the work for him, not lead him. Spirit is going to guide him. He has to follow, and he has to do the work behind it. Okay, so Spirit is trying to get him to see things that this is done. This is overdue. You stayed over your welcome. Okay, yes, you have a child, you know, and I think that was not part of the contract there that got thrown in there. That this was not the lesson he was supposed to learn with that person. That child happened. But you know, all children are a blessing from God, whether they are in karmic relationships or not. Right. I feel like the child came to him at a time he needed that child the most, because he needed to experience genuine love. I don't know what happened to him as a child, but it was something he needed to heal in his childhood. And that child was purposely placed there to teach him something about his childhood. And I feel like by it being a son and he being a male, it's something, it could be daddy. So he's getting a chance to build that father-son bond that he didn't have, that genuine father and son bond, because men bond with their son different than their daughters. We all know that. Yeah. So I feel like he really wanted that growing up, you know, to play sports with his dad and watch games and do stuff that men do, you know, and boys. Like he wanted that. And now he's getting a chance at that. But he can't let that be the reason why he put himself in a situation
he ain't happy in.
He's not happy, because ultimately children watch. Okay. Children are smart. Okay. Especially these ones coming up.
A child would rather a happy dad than a sad one.
They can feel it. They can feel that. Especially if your child is empathic. They can feel the unhappiness, and it impacts them energetically. Children can feel it. And what's crazy that we're talking about children feeling this, because I was on the phone with my friend. She's empathic. She's intuitive. She's a psychic. She was like, yeah, my so-and-so came over and she's sad, and she's a baby. She said, I can feel her sadness from watching her parents. She feels it. She said, she is sad. She said, it is bothering me. She said, because, you know, I'm empathic. She said, I can feel her hurt.
Oh, man.
And the baby's infant, like toddler. And I'm like, wow, people don't realize the impact. Just because there are toddlers don't mean they're not aware.
They don't know.
Yes, energetically, they can feel it. And I told her, that child's extremely empathic. So she feels the hurt from her parents. And now guess what? She's carrying it. She's only a toddler. Right. And now you are energetically influencing your child already. Now she's getting scars
that she ain't have no parts of.
And she probably don't understand. But she feels it. It hurts her. Y'all hurting and she's hurting. You see how sometimes you have to really do what's best for you, because how it impacts your children, even though you feel like you're doing the best thing for your children. Like that was deep. And I think that he has to take that into consideration. You know, I feel like he has to really make a choice.
At this point, I don't know what else to say to him.
I feel like nothing you can say will wake him up, because I feel like it's purposely designed to get him to come to this conclusion on his own. It's a lesson. This is a lesson he has to learn, to put himself. Self-love is very big on the twin flames energy right now, teaching you to put yourself first, doing what's best for you unapologetically, okay? Standing in your power, sticking up for yourself, creating boundaries. Like, he needs to create a boundary with her. We're raising this child together. If it's not about my child or the welfare of my child or anything with my son, There's no reason for us to communicate. We are not romantically involved. We are co-parenting. We'll be respectful of each other and what each other have. I'm going to be in a relationship with another woman. You're going to respect my woman, and you're going to respect our relationship or our marriage or whatever y'all decide to do. And you're going to have to learn to get along with her because she is standing beside me. He has to do it.
Let's hope.
It has to happen. I feel like you and her has to have a common ground. You guys have to let go of everything that has happened over this 10-year span. You guys have to heal. And I feel like let the past go with each other and find a common ground. Y'all ain't got to be best friends. I ain't saying y'all got to be like, hey, girl, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Just be cordial. Hey, girl, how are you today?
I mean, I'm always cordial.
I'm coming to pick up my stepson. If that's okay. Or she could call you, hey, we're throwing a party for our steps. But so-and-so, we wanted y'all to come. You can bring the other kids. You know, I already talked to my child's father about it. I just wanted to let you know because I know you have kids, and I would love for my son to play with his step siblings. You know what I'm saying? It should be like
I will only hope for something that healthy, honestly. And I'm for that. That's the type of person I am. I'm a genuine person. I don't have hate for or malintention for nobody. Like, I want everybody to win. I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to be great. Like,
right. And people talk shit about like celebrities who baby mama and wives hang out. They go on vacations together. They do things. Why the fuck not? Because at the end of the day, they just want their kids to play and have the same experience. You know what I'm saying? And the baby mama and the wife is cordial. They're friends. Some of them are even best friends. Like they talk like they are genuine. They love each other. And I feel like the only way that hinders new wives or ex-wives or baby mamas and new girlfriends from having a bond is because they hold on to hurt, pain, resentment. They hate you for their connection not working. They even blame you for it not working. He left because of you. No, baby, he left because he wanted to. It had nothing to do with me.
Like,
and guess what?
No man.
Right. And guess what? He didn't leave because of you. He left because he did what was best for him. It had nothing to do with you. It had nothing to do with me. It was what he felt in his heart he needed to do. Like, people got to realize people don't leave situations because of the other person.
Nope.
Most of the time, it be them. It be their insecurities. It be their hurt, their pain. You know what I mean? People, and when they got unfinished business somewhere else, they got to go take care of some things and then come back. You know what I'm saying? They got to come back home.
And that's why I'm trying to be patient with him, because we're coming at it at two different points of view, two different timings, basically. Like me, I'm coming in like when I started my journey, I cut off every guy I was talking to. I wasn't sexually active, wasn't doing anything. Like, I literally like went into solitude and was like, we gonna get you together this year, okay? Like, fuck everybody else, but like, we ain't dealing with no, like, we're going you, and that's what you gonna do. So when he came, this is crazy. I think that's one of the questions. I'm not gonna say it. But when he came back on,
you can answer it, because girl, we all over the place. We go with the flow. Spirit leading this thing, baby. Right. So go ahead.
Because when he came back around, I was already like feeling like, okay, I'm getting back to me. So I journal a lot, and I pray. I don't pray. I guess you could say pray, because when you're talking to yourself and stuff, that's basically like a prayer. So I was saying, like, all right, I'm ready for real love. I'm ready for somebody who, you know, going to make sure my heart is healed from past drama.
Right.
And as I kept writing it, talking about it, I posted a picture on WhatsApp. We haven't spoken since like 2018. I posted a picture on WhatsApp last year. He hit me up. And I was like, here you come back again. You always coming back. Mind you, I still didn't know he was my twin flame at this time yet. I'm like, what you back for now? Like, what you want now? Like that. Just bullshit with him. And he like, oh, you know, I'm here to heal you. I'm here to love you. stuff like that. So I'm like, damn, this is exactly what I was like, the same prayer I was asking for was the same words he was saying. I'm like, oh, man, he read my journal? Like, what is
Right. Right.
So then I'm like, all right, so something about this is not right. Like for him to say exactly what I've been looking for, like how he know exact word for word, like how you know that, sir? Like who told you? So I felt like, that was like my first instant, like maybe something is up with this one.
Right.
So I spoke to another tarot card reader. And she's like, oh, she never told me about twin flame, but she was just like, y'all would have a really great relationship if you communicate with him how you actually feel.
Right.
Like that. So I was like, all right, let me give it a try. She was like, oh, you dealt with my ex and dealt with him for 6 years. Why not give a try to somebody that if it works out is gonna be the best thing you ever had?
Yeah.
I was like, all right, let me just talk to him. And that's how we ended up like started communicating with each other. This is like last year, August, September. And so then I'm like, this is crazy. Like it doesn't make any sense how we always separate and then if I'm next to him,
up.
Yeah, like and I'm like, I keep thinking like, what is this all about? Like, and then the connection never dies. Like, it's like if I sit next to him, it's like I didn't miss the last 5 years of his life. Yeah, like
it picks up right where it left off.
Right, like that's how I felt. So I'm like, oh my God. So when you did your live and you started talking about twin flame, I was like, well, this is what it sounds like I'm going through.
Right.
And that's what made me hit you up. Like, I feel like you talking about me. Like, what's like,
why you in my business?
Right. Like, what's this twin flame thing I need to figure out?
Right. You said at me next time. I was like, look, I ain't playing with you. It be hitting though.
Right. So when you sent me the twin flame test,
yeah,
I was like, well, if this is the test, I took this test because I've asked for clarity without knowing. Like, this is me just following my gut. I asked for clarity. Like, is this legit? Like, show me signs that this is really how this is supposed to play out.
Yeah.
And it did. So I was just like, okay, God, I'm gonna give him my heart. You said this is he the other half of me. Who am I to say you lying? You done showed me the signs. You done gave me the clues. He done said my own words back to me. Right. And he felt like this from day one, since 2010. Right. It's 2022. You still feel the same way. So it's like, it gotta be like something. It just has something.
I feel like, because I feel like when we realize the point of a twin flame journey, it comes down to, like, it took me a moment to realize that I may not be with my twin in this lifetime.
I don't want to think like that.
Yeah, and I know you don't want to think like that because, you feel like it's influencing your thoughts, influence your outcome. It's not that I think that. I had to be okay with it. In my situation, I had to accept things. Your story is a little different from mine. Okay. But I feel like once the stress comes in, because somebody asked me, how am I so at peace knowing that, I may not be with my twin in this lifetime. And I told them, I did my research on twin flames. I've been researching twin flames for about 2 years. So I know a lot about this connection. And one of the things that stuck out with me the most, they said that, sometimes you have to be okay with not being with your twin in the physical, because remember, this is an illusion. In the 5D, in the spiritual realm, we're together, we're married, we're happy. So, and I can visit that room anytime I want. I go in meditation and I visit my twin. And that's what's been keeping me at peace. I visit them in meditation and I talk to him and how's life going for you? I have a full-blown conversation and we have a location in meditation. We meet, we talk. And that gives me peace. So when I come back down to reality, because, meditation goes to a higher level of consciousness, I'm at peace. I can talk to him whenever I want to. I can hang with him whenever I want to. This is an illusion, so I had to come to the point, and then I don't regret it, because I wouldn't be talking to you right now if I never met them. I would never stand in my power if I never met him. I would never been doing tarot if I never met him. I would not be spiritually awakened and changing people's lives and doing divine's work without him. So I don't regret it, but I'm okay with him living his life separately, and I'm living mine. I always send love and light, and I still feel him energetically, but I'm okay, and I feel like, in your situation, I feel like everybody in a twin flame connection should be okay if this doesn't happen, because I feel like you can't put your life on hold. And I feel like you have to keep moving forward. And I feel like you have to keep going towards your destiny, and it's hard, and it hurts, but I feel like for you, I really feel like you have, like, honestly, in my opinion, I feel like you is positive. You're one of the ones that I feel like will be in union. That's my opinion on it. I feel like you're one of the ones.
Speak it to existence, girls.
Yeah, I feel like, and I say this because you guys are doing the work separately. He is awakened. He's doing the work. He's just got to figure some things out. He's learning a lesson. But I have confidence that he's aware of spirit, and he knows, and he communicates with his spirit guides and ancestors and God and prays. I feel like he's definitely gonna figure it out. It may take a little time. He got to do things in his time and figure out what's best for him. But I feel like he's gonna work through this. And I feel like it because spirit is proud of you guys, because you're doing the work separately. So when y'all come together, y'all whole, and y'all continue walking down this path of life together, assisting each other, helping each other heal, be your better self. Okay. So, and fulfilling whatever soul contract spirit got for you, whether you're supposed to heal people together, or unless you're supposed to have a spiritual child together, whatever it is that you guys supposed to fulfill this lifetime,
you will fulfill it.
Yeah.
I think it's both. Because I have dreams. I have dreams like we have a daughter together. I have dreams like
you met your spirit baby.
Like I have dreams, and that's the part that be mess with me, because I dream it.
He done peeped ahead,
and I'm like, well, where he at? Like, why he not next to me so we can make this spirit baby? Like
she letting y'all know she ready to come through the cubes, baby in the cube. and I feel like that baby's gonna come. She's gonna come through. She's definitely gonna come, whether it's by him or whether it's by a new masculine soulmate spirit sends you. That baby gonna come. Now, if it's, I feel like if it's in your contract to have a child with him, I feel like when he return, it will happen. Okay, spirit has written this in y'all contract. This is what y'all got to do for him, because obviously that child has something to do here. That child has a calling on their life. They have to come here and do some work, divine work, like you guys. And by, twin flames usually are divine human beings. So your divine masculine and a divine feminine who are each other's match, having a child. Oh, that child is powerful. That child has a calling. That child has a calling by two divine human beings.
I really do feel like if I get in a union with him, my life would be completely different. And I really want to see what that life is going to be like.
Baby, it's the life. When I be reading it, it's like y'all got Jay-Z and Beyonce vibes. Like y'all changing the world, generational wealth, breaking curses. It's a beautiful thing. It's really a beautiful thing. And I feel like, because I was hearing another reader, it's like, I don't, let me not mouth them like that. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I was just another reader, and I'm on the fence about like the connections. They was like, I don't label people, and I don't want people to stay in connections because that is a soulmate. And I feel like at the end of the day, I tell my tribe, I don't care if y'all want to be with a karmic or a soulmate. Do what's best for you. It's not my job to tell you that you to move on. It's not my job to tell you to stay. I'm here to
give us the information, and you see fit how you live your life.
Want to live with it. If I see,
and that's how, and that's why I'm thankful, because before last year, that was the gift I gave to myself, because I told you, when I started my journey, I started December 2020. Right. That was when I stopped having sex. Mind you, I had sex with my DM.
Right.
But in 2020, I started having sex. January 2021, I started therapy. So I was like on my journey trying to figure out what is it that I need to do to just better myself. This is before I even got back in contact with him. So as I'm going through therapy, being celibate, trying to find myself, I'm like, all right, so God, what's the next step? Because this is just getting repetitive. Like I need to grow. I need to grow. This is not helping me. So my best friend, who actually I sent to you, she started talking to me out of the blue about her god sister that do tarot reading. So I was like, oh, she was like, oh, she was on point, and she's telling me about this, and I did this, and this, that, and third. I'm like, that's what I need. Like, that's what I need. Like, I need somebody to help me, guide me to the next step. Like, just show me, show me the light, and then I'm gonna walk. Like, you don't gotta hold my hand. Like, this point, and now I'm going.
Right.
So I gift myself for my birthday a reader. So in order to, once I did the reading with her, she let me know my comment that he's a comment, like you got to get rid of him. He's lying about everything. So I'm like, you know what? Everything I felt like he was lying about, everything I was confronting him about, but I didn't have proof. I just felt it. So if you don't have proof for somebody who don't want you to know the truth, they're not going to never say it. So the fact that I spoke to her, it helped me close that cycle.
Right.
And once I was able to close the cycle with him, that's really when my healing began. And then like 4 months later, my DM
about your twin. Yeah, you were, and you see how that relationship was blocking your twin from being divine timing. You see how that works? They couldn't send him in because you were still stuck in a karmic cycle. So as soon as you closed it out and you healed, and then boom, you met your twin. It's time to get on this spiritual journey, what you're destined to be. Go from this south node to north node, stepping into destiny. Where you're in your book, this is written that it's time to step into it now. You know how they prepared you. You had to learn some lessons before this person came into your life.
And when I tell you, it's like we really go through separations where we don't speak for years, and then just boom, we are running to each other out of nowhere. Like remember I told you, like we first met. I worked in Dwayne Reed. He was the garter. Now we both work for MTA, and that's how we ran into each other. I was working on one station, he was walking by. And of course, like, it's never a time he gonna walk past me and not be like, sis, like, give me your number. Like, what we doing? Hello? But I don't know. It's crazy, girl. It's the emotions. It's the tension. It's a
lot. It's definitely a lot. So, we're gonna go ahead and close it because it's going a little bit longer than I anticipated. But I want to ask you, let's see, because you answered most of these questions. You was on point. Spirit was definitely taking control of this today. So I want you to be a little bit vulnerable. And if you could tell your twin anything right now, if that was them and you were you and we're sitting face to face, what would you tell me?
You like, that made me nervous. That's vulnerability right there. I mean, what I would say to him is, you don't have to worry about me ever running again. Because that's what he called me, the runaway bride. I'm like, you don't have to worry about me ever running again. Like, I'm open to the connection and I'm ready. Come get me.
Oh, that's beautiful. You got your running shoes on. What's that song? What's the song with they run from love? You know what I'm talking about? It's a rap song. When a girl runs away from the connection and go to another connection that's easier and leaves him. What song is that?
I don't know what that song is, but you talking about me.
Look, I'm gonna get it because that's what I'm hearing. I have to find it, and I know what it is. I just can't. I'm trying to get it. Hold on. It's definitely a twin flame song, and the feminine is the runner in this song. She's running from him, and he goes with the karmic that's cheating on him. It's you got to watch the video. I mean, you have to really watch it. Hold on, it's on my playlist. So let me give you the song. This is what I'm hearing. Let's see. Here we go. Track star.
Oh,
she's a runner. She's a
track star.
That's what I'm getting. I want you to listen to that song and see what it resonates. I feel like that's you. Watch the video. Watch the video. There you go. Watch that video and see what happens.
Okay.
That's you, baby. That's you. For 10 years, you've been.
I was running. I'm not gonna lie, and that's what he said. Because even he came to me 2010. He ran after me for like 2 years. Then I guess he was just like, you know what? Let me just take a break.
Yeah.
Then we ran into each other again.
I'm listening. Mm-hmm.
We ran into each other again in 2016. But I was with the karmic. That's what I call him now that I learned terminologies.
Right.
So he knew I was in a connection because I'm not a liar. I can't lie. I'm not a liar.
Right.
So if he asks me a question, he know I'm gonna tell him the 100% truth. Like, though, to me, when you have a connection with somebody like that, it doesn't even make sense to lie because they might not say they know you lying, but they know you lying.
Right.
So you might as well just be 100%
honest with them. Right.
So in 2016, when I was in my situation, I told him. And he kind of felt like, here I am picking another man over him.
Oh, so he didn't like that. That messed with his pride and ego.
So we separated again. And in 2018, that's when I ran into him in a train station when I started working for NTA. That's the train system for New York.
Yeah.
And 2018, I ran into him again. And then that's when we got reconnected. And we just like chat once in the blue, like check in, kinda. But now it's more like, I need to hear from you every day. Like, you like,
I feel like y'all definitely are making progress. And I feel like it may take a little time, but I feel like y'all will get there if you guys continue to put the work in. I feel like y'all will get there in this connection. But I pulled a few cards from Spirit. This is my love oracle deck. And what
are you gonna be mad nervous? Like, oh God, what they gotta say?
So Spirit wants you to focus on balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenge. I think you have to find a balance between, it's going to be a lot of challenges in the twin connection because you are constantly growing. You are triggering each other to grow. So you have to build that foundation on friendship. So when you guys do have your tower moments, it does not completely knock everything you guys have built down. Right. You have to, these relationships are very hard to deal with because of the constant, triggering that happens because Spirit wants you to be your highest self. So it's a journey with learning who you are. So this person will cause you to, to learn these things, and they might even reflect, what you need to heal in yourself. So I feel like it's important to maintain a balance there. You got to support and challenge each other. Okay. Not only challenge me, but support me as you do so.
Right.
Okay. And so Spirit said, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. I feel like Spirit wants you to find joy, regardless of what's happening around you. Joy starts within. I feel like your twin, you got to be happy without your twin because they're not responsible for making you happy. I feel like they should be responsible for making them happy. And then you should be responsible for making you happy, and y'all come together and be happy together. You know, you be whole without each other, but
that,
together,
I feel like,
we're real happy.
Yeah, but I feel like, you know what it is with me? I feel like I had to do my research on twin flames and what it was about and stuff like that. Because in my head, when I first figured it out, I'm like, oh my God, he's the love of my life. And I'm just supposed to be happily ever after. Like, what's the holdup?
Right.
So I had to learn, like, it's bigger than you.
Right.
I mean, like, it's starting with you, but it's bigger than you. It's a bigger outcome.
Right.
I had to, this is what I'm trying to kind of process now. Like,
yeah. And that's what, and I feel like that's what spirit wants, is telling you about that, you know, regardless of the circumstances between you and him. This is big. This is, you know, bigger than love of my life. This is about doing my work and saving humanity, you know, and doing what's best for you. And we're going to reward you for doing so. And they want to bless us, you know, they want to give us a life that they feel like we of riches and money and love and good health and just happiness. But they want us to do the work for it. They don't want to just give us everything. They want us to do some work for it, you know? And I feel like if you guys continue to do the work, it can definitely work. And realize what the connection is for and what's the point of it. Everything else will fall in place. It will all fall in place. It's divinely orchestrated, okay? So it's going to work. It's just, you got to do the work and just go with the flow. Go where spirit leads you. You say you feel in your gut. Your intuition guides you. That's your intuition letting you know. Let it guide you through this connection, okay? Because he's an emperor, so he's highly intuitive as well. And that's why his energy is what it is, because he knows he's not supposed to be over there. But it's his son he's holding on to here. And spirit's trying to teach him a lesson about, like, you know, loving yourself, you know? So also, he needs to forgive you. He needs to forgive you for the past, for, you know, what you put him through, the constantly running, the other man, because, you know, you hurt his pride and ego and it hurt him a little bit. But he has to forgive the situation. And also you have to forgive him for dealing with this other woman and making you wait so long. I feel like you have to come in forgiveness. Y'all have to, when y'all come back together and we come in union, you guys have to start fresh. You can't talk about what happened in last thing. Y'all can't let that influence now. You got to be present, okay? Because what the future never comes, and the past already happened. So we can only be present right now and enjoy the connection and go with the flow. You know, don't make it feel like so much like work. Just, you know, go with the flow. If it's for you, it's for you. Okay? If it's yours, it got your name on it, nobody can take it, it's gonna work. If it's for you, it's for you. Spirit will let you know what is and what is not for you. You will know. So just go with the flow, okay? And be open, be vulnerable. Because I feel like he really...
People always using that word to me. Be vulnerable.
Yeah, don't be afraid to show your heart space. Open it up to him. And it's a safe place. Spirit says it's a safe place to love. You're safe to love. It's safe. It's safe. You know, when we're being hurt by other men, it's easy for us to become guarded and to put this wall up, right? Because this last guy you were dealing with really fucked your heart space up. Okay.
Girl, stop it. You're gonna make me cry.
In this, it's okay. I feel cry, baby. And guess what? You heal from that and you're gonna make me cry. You are beautiful. Okay, you are worthy. Fuck what that motherfucker said or did. It don't matter. He didn't know he was fumbling a gift.
I tell him that now.
Yeah, he's fumbling a gift. And guess what? He sees it because guess what? He tried to make you feel small because he felt small. You know, he tried to make you feel less than because he was really intimidated by you. He was scared about your power and he felt like he was not worthy of you. So he wanted to bring you down to his level. But guess what? You woke up to that shit and said, no, you got to go because I know who the fuck I am. You're not worthy. to be in my aura. You're not worthy of my energy. You're not worthy and weeping in the benefits of me. And I'm so motherfucking proud of you. You need to give yourself a clap on the back. Yeah.
It was hard work, girl. It was hard work.
But you did it. And you came out on top better than when you was before. Okay? You did it.
I really did.
That was you, baby. That was you. And I'm so proud of you. And I want that for you. Okay? But now it's time to heal that and allow this man to love you. Let him love you. He's not him, and he should not have to pay for his mistakes.
I know.
You know?
I know.
Be present. Be vulnerable. Go with the flow.
I know.
This man saw you for that gift day one.
He sure did.
He saw you for who you said he see through you. He saw you and he know what he got.
He really
and
did.
That's why he's not letting it go. Because he knows this is his gift. He got some things to take care of real quick. And he gonna take care of them. Trust and believe. Because he's an emperor. He gonna handle his business. But he saw you what that other guy failed to see till you left. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. It's true.
Yeah.
That's why I'm being patient with him and let him close out his cycle. Because even if I try to push him, and he's not ready, then I already know how I was when I was stuck on my comment. So I don't want to be in that mix. Close your cycle, heal yourself, come to me.
And you want to be in your peace. You want to keep your peace. You want to maintain your peace. And I think that is what's going on right now. The feminists is maintaining their peace and letting the masculine deal with their stuff. And I support you as you go through this time because it's hard. You know, you miss them. You know, you want them next to you. You know, you want to feel that love again because that connection is different. No one does that for you. You know, it's different. But, you know, I'm always here for you, okay? And I'm here to support you along the way. And I have faith and confidence that he will do what he feels is best for him.
I hope so.
Just continue to send them love and light always as they go through these trials and tribulations, as they learn these messages. Learn these lessons with spirit. And spirit is with them. So don't worry. Spirit is protecting these emperors. Spirit is with them as they walk. Okay, they're not just gonna throw them out there and leave them, throw them to the sharks and leave them. No, they're gonna throw them out there and they're gonna be, you know, right there with them. You know, I'm standing with you, but I got you out. You out here with me, baby. I'm out here, but you ain't alone. But you got to learn this. I look, I'm not gonna let you drown, but I'm gonna let you sink a little bit.
Right,
you know?
I'm gonna let you
I'm gonna let you be gasped a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be right here. I ain't gonna let you sink, baby, but I'm gonna let you gasp. Okay, I'm gonna let you gasp so you can learn these lessons. And then when you stand up in that water, you're gonna be a powerful motherfucker because you done went through it and you done learned and you came out better. You know? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and close this out, and I'm sending you love and light on your situation. Mm-hmm. And I will also, for you allowing me to tap in, I will give you a free 30-minute read. We can do next Sunday at a time between 1 and 5 if you're available. Okay, we can dig more into this connection and see what the future has coming up for you guys. If you would like to see what Spirit has to say.
He keeps saying we need to have a face-to-face conversation. And I'm just like, when?
I agree.
When?
I agree.
When is this conversation gonna happen?
Right. We can tap in and let's see what Spirit has to say. I'm gonna do a 3-card spread on that one. I'm gonna do the past, the present, and what's coming in the future. So it's usually 3, 6, 9, 3 months ago, currently, which is within 6 months, and then the future goes 3 months up to 3 months from now. Okay, so we can go ahead and tap in and see what's going on here. So I thank you so much because I don't want to do that reading on camera. So it's gonna be just me and Spirit, okay? Yeah, and that's okay because I think people need to see the emotion. And I cry with you, baby. I don't just wipe tears. I cry with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. I'm empathize with you. I love you. You are my tribe. I love each and every one of you.
Love you too. Love you too.
Oh, thank you. Y'all my spiritual family. What's up,
Yeah.
cousin?
Yeah, right. I am like, hey, I am like, hey, cousin.
Right, hey,
how
cousin.
you doing?
Now when y'all coming, I'll be like, what it do? So I just want to leave you on this. Continue to send him love and light. And as I continue to do you so, and find peace within yourself. And, just go with the flow. I think you have to allow him to learn these lessons and let him spend his time with spirit, because he's definitely is about to either going into hermit mode, or he should be already in hermit mode. So he's going to be spending some time with spirit to get him together. And then he's going to come back home. I have faith and confidence in him that he will do the work. Because he's not asleep, baby. He not asleep. He eyes open.
He was up with us 2:30 last night too.
Right. He probably was up too. Look, everybody probably ain't nobody getting no damn sleep. We just all like, what you doing at this point?
Right.
I called like, girl, what you doing? Girl, we on the phone talking about hairstyles and shit.
Right.
Like, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, so I get it. So thank you again so much for joining me. And you can go through my website and choose a time if you want to. I can't do this Sunday, so you could do any other Sunday after that. Pick a time for you, and we'll tap in again together, but off camera. Okay. Thank you so much. And thank y'all so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed this dialogue and the vulnerability. Again, we appreciate Jasmin for being open and honest with us as she shared her journey. And we're sending her love and light on the situation and hope things change.
I'm receiving.
Yes. Gang, gang, gang. All righty. Thank y'all so much.